everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button and clicking the little bell icon. This is a new YouTube channel, so bear with me as I navigate through the filming and editing process. So today's video is all about finishing our garden. I did start it a couple weeks ago, but I have two rambunctious boys, one 3-year-old and one 9-month-old. And as you guys can probably relate to if you have children, things just don't always go as you plan. So that is why this is now week 3 on trying to get the garden complete when it should have been completed in about 3 days. I didn't get an opportunity to film a ton of me putting our tomato and pepper plants in these planters that I made up, and I will show you those out back. I'm super excited about them. It rained for like 4 hours this morning, but now it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon and the rain has officially stopped. The sun has obviously come out, as you can tell behind me. So now we are just playing it by ear, and I really want to get this done. We're probably gonna be like soaking wet by the time we're done for the day, but at least it will be done, and I want it to be done today. So that is our goal. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? Let's get going. Okay, so we are out back now in the garden, and I just wanted to show you what I'm doing differently this year. So in years past, I've always just rototilled the garden and just, you know, did what everybody else does and just throw their plants in, you know, every like 18 inches apart or so. And that has worked well as far as the plant production goes, but 2 years ago when I did that last, I had what I believe to be as a mole that lived underneath the landscape fabric that I had put down for my weed barrier. Oh, if you can like hear like all this water and stuff, it's because Andrew's filling up the chicken's water bucket. And get the little boy a hose and he'll, you know, be entertained for a while. Anyways, I didn't want to put my plants that could be in pots into the ground directly because I didn't want any of my mole friends to come back and destroy those plants like what they did last time. So I wanted to do raised beds, but as you guys probably know, raised beds can get pretty pricey. Even if you do them yourself, you know, it takes a lot of time and stuff like that. And being a busy mom, I ain't got time. So my husband and I, we took our old kitchen cabinets out about 4 years ago, I think, or 3 years ago, and they've just been stored in our garage, and Mike's been using them in his garage for extra storage. But he was gonna be burning them a couple weeks ago, and I was like, no, those would be perfect for raised beds. And let me tell you what, anything can be a raised bed if you just get a little creative with it. Here is one of our raised beds. So here was just an old cabinet that we were just gonna be burning because they are junk. They're just particle board and they were falling apart anyway. So I have these pepper plants in here. I believe these are bell pepper. I got 6 plants in here and it was free. And then I think my parents gave me that, so that's a raised bed. These I got last year from Lowe's, and I thought they were so cute to decorate in the front of our house, but this little one thinks it's his personal little digging area, so I don't really use those to decorate anymore. So those were just laying around, so I'm like, oh, raised bed. And then here's some more, and I'll give you guys a better shot of how the garden all looks like at the end. So I wish we had more of these because you could fit more in here. Basically, I mean, I know they do look pretty close, so I'm just gonna try to eye them, make sure that they're doing okay. Another idea for a raised bed that I did. Now, I don't know how well this is gonna, ooh, this sounds like really bad. So another idea for a raised bed is, I don't know how well these are gonna go because they have a lot of slits in them, but these old crates had for a while, but they're falling apart, and I was going to be burning them as well, but then I was like, oh no, that can be a raised bed too. So I just took some soil that I rototilled up in the garden a few days ago and put that on the bottom, and then I filled the rest of it with the potting mix that we just got from Lowe's. And so far so good. I mean, these guys have been planted for about a week or so, and they've been doing phenomenal. I've been seeing a ton of growth on them, so I'm super happy with them. Okay, so this is what the garden looks like now. I know this is not like Pinterest worthy. It doesn't look too cute. I would love to have one of those really, really cute gardens, but you know what? I'm also a big believer in you work with what you got. Plants do not care what your garden looks like. But I do have something super cute. This little split rail fencing I got for free off of Facebook Marketplace. I think it looks so adorable. I wish it did the whole length, but like I said, work with what you got, right? And I love how we have the chicken coop right here too. These are 4 ISO browns, I believe is what they're called. So we'll be adding those into the laying hens once they get a little bigger. Then we'll have 9 chickens total. Okay, so in years past, what I have done is dug a big hole, so about 12 to 18 inches in diameter. This is after I've already rototilled. The rototiller does a good job of like getting rid of the weeds and stuff like that, but I just don't think it makes it loose enough around the actual plant. So what I'm gonna be doing is digging a series of holes. I've already started here. I've got 4 done. And then I'm gonna take some of the soil and I'm gonna mix it in with the native dirt, and then I'm gonna plant the plants in that. And then once we're all done with that, I'm gonna spread some wood chips around it to keep the weeds at bay. I definitely don't wanna be using the landscape fabric anymore because I don't wanna attract any more rodents. So, or anything else that would eat my plants that thinks it's a little nice cozy home for them. So let's get doing that. Okay, so I got all of the holes dug. So I think I'm gonna start with the broccoli because as you can tell, they are desperately needing to be planted. They're like already starting to produce, which is great. So I'm gonna get those in the ground and I'm gonna start mixing the soil with the dirt. All right, now we're gonna start planting this broccoli. And yes, if you're wondering, this is the door off of those cabinets. You gotta make do with what you got. Quite honest, I'm too lazy to walk down there and get my little Mueller. So we are just gonna take some of this. And then we're gonna take some of the native dirt. And like I said, this worked great a couple years ago when I did it. You just want it to be as loose as possible. So what I like to do when I plant anything is get the roots all nice and loose. You're not gonna damage the plant. That way they don't grow intertwined with each other. And there you go. All right, there we go. Now this is probably gonna be like a big mud pit when we get a heavy rain again. But like I said, I'm gonna be taking the wood chips and putting it all around. So let's move on to the next ones because I have 20 of these to put in. Boy, it's hot out here. Super humid. I mean, I can stand the heat, but once you add the humidity in there, ugh, miserable. But I'm glad the plants enjoy it. And I really hope my leggings are squat proof because my neighbor was on her porch the whole entire time and I was like bent over in my leggings. So let's just hope for the best. This is how they all came out. I think it looks super cute. The cute little rows. So we got broccoli, cabbage, and cauliflower. I still have these 4 tomato plants to plant, that big tomato plant, and then these 4 pepper plants. I hope to get some more soil from Lowe's or wherever and just fill in these little pots with those because those will do really well. I hoped, wouldn't this look so cute if like I found an arch type thing off of like Marketplace or, you know, made a cheap one or whatever, you know, like entering into the garden area. I just think it turned out super cute. I mean, it's not, you know, Pinterest or anything like that, but like I said earlier, the plants don't really care. And you know, if it works, you know. Andrew, you having fun? I'm not gonna get super close to you, but what are you doing? You're like soaking wet. You're watering the grass? Yeah? Andrew was very excited to fly his kite that he just got the other day. So Mike and him went out and flew the kite as you watched. But I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. So I hope you found this video inspirational for you to start your own garden, or if you're coming by to get ideas. I'm so glad that you stopped by and hung out with me today. I hope you consider liking and subscribing. My goal right now is to upload every Thursday and Sunday morning. So I hope to see you next time. Bye.